462-1067. So can we have the man who's very close to us here? Yes, please.
Good evening, Your Excellency. My name is kepukepu. Within the last year review, which was reviewed here, we noticed a kind of a synergy between your administration and the illustrious political illustrations of the state who occupy various at the National Assembly, and that's not seen before. And by this action, Your Excellency, I want your message shows that you want the development of the state. So what advice or what message do you have for such of the supporters who are out there still struggling to undermine your administration?
At this point, we will allow His Excellency to respond to the questions, and then we'll take up another media platform.
All right, thank you. Peter your question is about the bill trying to convert the Abia State College of Education Technical to the university, and you're wondering why we received promoters of Southeast University who also want to locate in Aseta. And we are wondering if we have jettisoned the idea of converting the College of Education to a university. The gentlemen and ladies that visited from Southeast University, which is being proposed, they actually do have the license, but it's still a proposed university. Their university is different from the one you are talking about. And their request was to launch from the Abia State College of Education Technical and subsequently go to their permanent site. My engagement college shows that they do have enough space to accommodate them in the interim. That school is not owned by the Southeast governors or Southeastern states. It's a private university, but it is their wish that the Southeastern states will key in and probably invest. I do not see anything wrong remains, and if eventually it's going to be converted to a university, it is not going to be renamed Southeastern University. They are two different institutions. Your question is about what happened to the executive members of the state government that are placed on suspension. If you followed the report, you will find that what happened was about suspension based on allegations. Committees have been set up to investigate the allegations, and by the time work, their reports will be turned in, and a decision will be taken. Except if you want to ambush the investigative panel, my request would be for us to wait for them to complete their job and turn in their report so that a decision will be taken. Let me also add that there is nothing untoward about suspending someone holding a position when allegations are made. Of course, not just every allegation, but when there is a prima facie case, a responsible government will act to investigations go. Investigations to be completed and people are found not guilty, and they return to their job. They are found guilty. There are necessary disciplinary actions according to the weight of the infraction will be applied. As of which we have demonstrated that we run an open government where people from different political parties are welcome. Well, our policy is that once elections and litigations are over, political party and politically takes a backseat while governance by the front runner. It's interesting to note that part of the reason why I came in slightly late was that I was receiving the former governor of the state, who is a senator representing the good people of Abia North Senatorial Zone in the National Assembly, Dr ALEX Otti, came to visit me this afternoon. That is to also demonstrate that what we're talking about now is the welfare and the well-being of our people, irrespective of political differences, political party differences. So, and the other day, I was at an event hosted by the People's Democratic Party, and that was the celebration of Senator Adolphus Mawar. While some people advised that I shouldn't go, I went there, and this is the same. The governor for one party and the governor in this state, then you should have a say in what is happening in London. But I must also add that we really don't have any issues with people who criticize, particularly if the criticisms are based on facts. Like someone said, opinions can be heard by anybody. You can hold your opinion, and you're entitled to the opinion. Entitled to your own set of facts. So if you social media is very democratic, all you need is a device and data, not an editor. So some of them we don't respond to them. I think we are too busy to even pay them attention. So Rebecca, if I answered your question, thank you very much. very much. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Next will be electronics. Media will start with radio. Please, radio. Okay.
President, it has to do with the welfare of workers and others. Projects and infrastructure. The workers in the state seem to be quite different in terms of welfare. The last day celebration, worker respect are different for promotion. So until information, how does it to this point not to as the welfare workers? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can we have a man in black suit? Yes, please.
I said, that's my question. June 13th, 2024. Myself, my family. You tried recovering. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, you just celebrated your 1 year office. My question to you this evening is, what legacy do you hope to leave after your tenure? What's there for you to do?
Remember, we said one question. So, after taking 3 questions from the region, we shall give His Excellency the opportunity to respond. Can we have some quiet, please? Thank you.
All right. Worker welfare has now been prioritized. On the 28th of every week, on Friday, we are waiting to send so that we can do something minimum which will affect every other week. Now you are talking about promotion, conversion, and others. I didn't hear you talk about devotion. Devotion part of it. No. Devotion is not part of it. Okay. So, interestingly, at the last institute, I have been instructed the chairman of the Civil Service Commission and the head of service look at promotions and the like. And the reports that I got, I think the last time promotions were done was in 2021. So that throws up quite some charge. But at least let's look at it and see what we can. So we are not ignoring it. But we must also admit that a lot of things went wrong, just like in every other sector. So we are not retrieving from ground zero. So we becomes a bit more challenging, more difficult. So you have to bear with us. And it must also be said that a lot of times when civil servants speak, including their representatives, the unions, they tend to forget that they represent a very small percentage of the citizens of the state. So you must have that at the back of your mind. Whenever you do actions, whenever you do actions like this, you are addressing the civil service, right? But beyond the civil service, there's a whole lot of people that also need to be impacted by government. So when we are building roads, we are not building for people who are not civil servants. We are building for everyone, and civil servants will build the roads. We will restore power, and we fix the environment. So we want to do all those. At the same time, we are looking at workers, which we must clearly define as civil servants welfare. Because I'm also a worker. So we have to see that they need to also be fighting for our welfare. Those of us that are not on the payroll. To retrieve them in one day. Richard was talking of illegal parking around his house. Okay, the express tower, yes. You want to relocate? You can join me in the village. All right. We had actually given, but we found that when you move people from one place, you must think about where they will move to. And I personally drove into that wanted to relocate. That's why we did it. But we still do it because we have given instructions that the park because it's sometimes, or most times, an eyesore when you're driving down and you see all the parts of the road, literally walking through it. Sanders, right, with you, was asking a focus for second year is, I thought I had spoken about it. We have areas that I have spoken about, education, healthcare. It was so much that so it remains on the front burner. Agriculture, just minutes. And of course, the major thing that will happen this year is migrating us from the moribund analog economy to a digital economy. In the next few days, I'll be announcing a chief technology officer for the state. I'll do that in the next few days, and that is to prepare us for the digital transformation of Abia State. And that will be heralded by the broadband technology that we're already at the final stages of discussion. So that wherever you are, you can have access to data, internet-enabled data. Not the one that works and then go off, work again, go off. So we are preparing our state for the next century. Kingsley was asking of legacy. Now, when people talk about legacy project, I don't intend to have a legacy project because all the projects that I'm embarking on are legacy projects. So when we say we are going to build a medical village, it's a legacy project. When we say that we want our schools to be recognized, once you see a school in Nigeria, you know it's a public school. That's legacy itself. When we say that we want our roads to look good, when we say we want our environment to be decent, not when you come, you are closing, looking for something to cover your roofs like it used to be. So for me, those that I don't think I want to set up one project, maybe print my name on it. I'm sure you wouldn't have seen my billboards already. Any project being named after me. I've told my colleagues, no project will be named after me. So I'm not here for self-aggrandizement. So it's all for our people. Okay, so we are not going to have a project named after me. I'm not going to have a legacy project. But anybody want to call legacy project, so be it. I don't know if I've answered your question, but is there any particular one you want us to name after you? Maybe we can call you Kingston or project. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, audience, non-audience listening, wherever you are, this is Dr. ALEX Otti speaks to audience. An interaction is live on BCA 88.1 FM, Flow 94.9 FM.
Magic 102.9 FM, Inimba 94.3 FM.
Family Law 99.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM.
Rio 99.1 FM, Sun FM 91.3.
Sun FM 91.9 FM, Zik 96.3 FM.
Spain 95.3 FM, and Rapid 96.5 FM.
It's also streamed on AFM News, ABN TV, Berry TV, and all other online platforms.
If you want to send me your SMS, for those who are listening to us, please use the number 0907 462 1067. Again, 0907 462 1067.
Next will be the television, electronics media, television, please. Let's see your hands, we take it from there. I want to apologize to those of radio who couldn't see you from there, so we talk everyone actually clustered around here. So please raise your hand this time not to see you. Nena, please.
Good evening, Your Excellency. I know you had already mentioned things about the civil servants, but I have. Okay, actually, my name is Nena Gabriel. I report for TVC News. Your Excellency, I know you've already mentioned things about the plans you have for the civil servants. Okay, I don't know if leave allowance is part of what you told the head of service to, take care of, or that you want to take care of. If it is not, I know that the past administration was only leave allowance of civil servants from 2018 to 2022, and of course 2023 is being old. And I'm aware that he was supposed to pay 2023. It is now in arrears. You have plans to offset that. People already know you as one who clears arrears. So workers will also experience that too. And then secondly, sir, please.
One question. Thank you very
I
much.
know why you sacked the former CPS. Let us not be reading things online. Thank you.
East Central TV. Your Excellency, my question is on health. The schools of nursing and midwifery in Abia State seem to have become a cash cow for the directors of the nursing school. And it's been happening over the years, it's been starting. But I'm concerned because I happened to visit one of the schools recently, precisely in Abuja, and I saw a deep rot in that school. Your Excellency, their infrastructure is not good, and the students are meant, in fact, the girls in that school, their toilet facilities, I don't even want to imagine it. It was terrible. Myself and my camera person, we saw a lot there. And then shortly after, I learned that the former Commissioner for Health suspended the principal of that school with the accountant, also the accountant in the School of Nursing in Your Excellency. I'd like to know the suspensions, will they still hold? And then, what can you do to ensure that parents don't keep, because they keep extorting parents. The director of, I'm calling him now, and the director of nursing school in Abia State needs to answer some questions, because some parents don't want to come up to talk, but they've spoken to us, the students as well. So they charge fees that are beyond what the state government officially collects from these people. Your Excellency, you need to look into this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. One more person from the TV. All right, from the back. You in red, raise your hand. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, you raised your hand. It's not for the TV. Okay. But we have another person from the television. Someone is truly from the TV now. All right. Please, if you're not from any particular media, don't raise your hand when that media platform is mentioned. Thank you.
Good evening, Your Excellency, sir. I want to commend your efforts so far on infrastructure. Abia is actually very in the face. Having said that, sir, my name is Grace Gonkazi, and I'm reporting for Rapid TV. I'd like to find out, Your Excellency, the reason behind the appointment of local government chairmen, which presently we know them as mayors, depriving Abians the opportunity to vote for the chairman of each local government areas. So I'd like you to respond to this, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Gabriel asked a question about leave allowances. My understanding of leave allowances is that they are due when you go on leave. Right? Yes. So we don't have any problem paying people who are going on leave. So, but if there are areas that are not being paid, we can look at that and be sure that they are actually areas. Okay. Again, I'm just getting to know that, so we'll take it offline. I will find out from the accountant general and the head of service, so that it will be one of the things they will be looking at. We believe that the laborer is worthy of the wage. So, and because government is a continuum, you inherit both assets and liabilities. If you are lucky, you have net assets. If you are okay, you have net liabilities, but you have to deal with it. So, I'm taking note of that. You tried to ask a second question, but you were stopped. Since we do not encourage discipline, we take it that you didn't ask a second question. So, Chinwe, thank you for bringing the issue of schools of nursing and midwifery. I thought I had solved the problem, but if the problem still remains, and that means that we haven't solved it. If you recall, even the exam itself, we had to do it about 3 or 4 times before I believe we got it right. But if there's still extortion going on, and you have mentioned specifically the director of nursing in the state, and I would ask my colleagues who are seated here to please remind me so that we can get down to this person that is the architect of corruption. Unfortunately, we have people who are unduly afraid. You see things go wrong, you don't bring them up. How do we solve the problem? So I must thank you for bringing this to my attention, and you can be sure that I will not investigate and deal with it. We have zero tolerance for corruption. Grace, asking a question about the mayors. The mayors are transition council chairmen, and constitutionally we are allowed to appoint transition council chairmen preparatory for local government elections. So there are a lot of things we are dealing with at the same time, but we are not losing sight of the election that we believe that must happen anytime soon. So we are getting ready for local government elections. And once that happens, then the transition committee will cease to exist. I hope you're happy with that response. All right, very much.
Okay. I pray that the Lord will see to every area so that we will cease to be the government place of this United States. All right, please, we'll move straight to online. Online, let's have the hands, please. Online, yes. Okay, we have Ebian is there.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, I'm glad to be here today also to ask questions. At that time, I was blacklisted, but today I think I will ask this question because our governor is having no. Sir, my name is Ifeanyi Akali for ABN TV and radio. You talked about welfare and the well-being of families. I want to ask this question. What is the state of things with regards to investigation of activities of Inner Galaxy Steel Company in Oba West? In line with that of a lady in a company recently, we are told, despite an order for the company to shut down pending conclusion of investigation, it is still operation. It is still operating. Please, sir, we would like Abians to know what is going on there, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Still online. Okay, Mr. Benny.
Your Excellency, thank you again for this opportunity to ask one question. My name is very good. But I have one small observation, Your Excellency. That one is not a question. It seems as though there is some mentally ill people into our capital city. I don't know where they are coming from, Excellency. Please, it's an observation, it's not a question. So please, Your Excellency, observe it so that we know what to do about that. My question is this, Your Excellency. Since you took over power, one thing Abians have got to know you for is keeping to your words. There was the Ministry of Lands came up with a 30 days CFO arrangement, and the arrangement kicked off. But for about 4 months or thereabout now, it's been difficult to get that CFO in 30 days. What exactly is the issue? Thank you.
Okay, let's also, okay, Mr. Crow, PO.
Thank you. My question, before I go to my question, I would like to observe, like indicated, it's as if when we talk about welfare of Fabians, we are channeling it and not it only to a civil servant. I am not a civil servant. I also need welfare. All of us need welfare. So sometimes those who always channel the problem of this state to civil servants should know that there are vast majority of Fabians who are businessmen and women that also need a conducive environment from government for them to carry out their businesses. Excellency, sir, my question is in the local government system. While you were speaking, you made mention of building, renovating 90 schools. And Your Excellency, you agree with me that these schools are rightly domiciled in the local government. And a situation where there is no proper government in place. Yes, I listened to you, sir, as you were talking about by law, by of the Abia State transition law, the governor is empowered to appoint TCs or mayors. But where there is no elected executive, because you came on board with the campaign promise and criticized very clearly that you believe that local government should be run by elected officials who should be government that are closer to the people. Do you agree or believe, sir, that without an elected officials in the local government system, that some of these schools to which you are planning to renovate or renovated already, that they will be properly handled and taken care of? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. If you were asking a question about inner galaxy, to the best of my knowledge, the foreigner who was alleged to be involved in the killing lady has been apprehended and he is still being detained. I do not have information that anybody asked that the company be closed down. The question about 30 days CFO. To the best of my knowledge, and I checked yesterday, I probably checked today, I do not have any request pending approval. In fact, when I checked yesterday, I said, okay, maybe there is no request. What had happened was that we had automated the process. So from my office, I just call up the system, get into the app and approve seamlessly. And the last time, I think I had like 30 or 40 and I approved them in one day. So since then, I don't have any. So I'm going to be engaging with the Honorable Commissioner for Lands and Housing and find out if there is a glitch in the system or if it is that there are no requests for approval. You re-emphasize the point I made earlier, that civil servants are just the tiny minority of the population. Just like you and I, we are not civil servants. So we need some welfare too. So if you do find some welfare, don't forget it. Now, it's very untrue that the administration of schools lie in the hands of local governments. Those schools are public schools, and public schools are under the supervision of the state. So the schools we are retrofitting and renovating belong to the state. So even if you have 10 elections, 10 local government elections, it will not change anything in terms of management of the schools. And even the government itself, once you have proper managers for the school, you manage the schools, go to them and they do what they have to do. So that is not a reason either for or against holding local government elections. I've responded to holding local government elections. And I've said I am not opposed to it. Of course, as a Democrat, I believe that people should have the opportunity to pick their leaders. And of course, elections don't go in one day. It requires a lot. So ours will happen when we're ready for it. So that will be my response to it. I guess that's it.
Sorry, Your Excellency. Yes, we have a few who are absenting via SMS.
Okay.
Just run through them. Good evening, my able governor. I am Sir Nelson from Umuahia North. Please, sir, what specific initiatives are you implementing to improve teacher training and development programs in the state? His Excellency, sir, good evening. I am Felix Mobilo. Please, sir, I want to know the condition of the wage award being promised by the federal government and also has already been paid by some other state governments of the Federation. Please, sir, what is the fate of the state civil servants of them? Enoch Ekuru asks, a gully erosion has ravaged Okulukun Osunsulu Road so much that she's been cut off from her neighboring communities. At its early stage, it had led to the death of an indigene. The road connects Uruka Road to Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway via Mbausi. When it rains, the homesteads of some people are usually flooded. I sent this SOS to you to avoid more loss of and for easy access to the community and easy passage as well. Good evening, Your Excellency. Please, we are Abia youths who worked during the election and voted. Sorry, sir. Is it the one I just read last? This one says, Honorable, good luck, Ogwebi. Is asking, good evening, Your Excellency. Please, we are Abia youths who worked during the election and voted for you. Until now, if empowerments and we are left out, please, what do you have for us and when, sir? This other person didn't write his name, but he sent your question. Please, sir, I deeply appreciate what you are doing, but in case of APSU staff banking with Union Bank who have not received anything, what is their hope? Joy from Abba wrote in, 300 plus staff of the Ministry of Education were sent to the classroom to teach, while some teachers were employed in 2023 October and served. Clearly, clarify us, please, Your Excellency. Please sit down.
Teacher training. We've spoken about it, and we are in the process of getting the Abia State College of Education technical fit for purpose. Unfortunately, when I spoke with the provost today, he told me that he had only about 150 students. That's very sad. Then I scheduled a meeting with him, Commissioner of Education, and other interested parties, so that we can look into that place and properly get it ready as a college to train teachers. So it's a very good question. Felix will wage award. People are talking about wage award. I think they should just be patient. Award that is not paid. So we'll try and clear our money. Somebody just talked about leave allowance. And if that is correct, we should also pay them. Those should be paid first. And then we'll now go into all the whistles and bells, including the new minimum wage. So we've not forgotten it and we're going to deal with it. The gully erosion site between Obinkwa and from what you say, the Sierra through the walk and go and inspect the place. And hearing it that voted for us during the election. Good luck. Thank you very much. Good luck, Jonathan. Another good luck. So thank you for voting for us. Everything we are doing is for youth. And palliative is good, but palliative is not a solution. So just like giving you fish and teaching you how to fish. So everybody we send to Nasarawa State will qualify as a youth. So those are the things we are doing. We can as well buy rights and share to all of you. You eat the rice. When it's over, it's over. But if you now know how to produce rice, you will not only eat rice, also sell rice to buy other things. So I want us to get out of this handout mentality and begin to do. There are a lot of our young people doing great things with their hands and don't mind. And we are doing everything possible to encourage them to keep doing what they are doing. For me, that is more enduring and handing over palliatives to you. ABSU staff who bank with Union Bank, I don't know if I can help. If you've chosen to bank with Union Bank and your bank is not solving your problem, you can port. But I can assure you that we have paid all of them. So if your bank is not able to pay you, it's not because we haven't paid. So it's your choice where you want to bank. All you need to do is to tell us where you want to bank, give us the account number, we'll feed it into the system and we'll pay you. We've paid everyone. I guess that's the last question that I took.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Because of our time, we will go for our questions. We want to thank all the partner media stations for being parts of the production today. BCA 88.1 FM, we thank you. Flow 94.9 FM, we also thank you.
Magic 102.9 FM, and you got 94.3 FM, thank you.
Family Law 99.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, thank you very much.
Real 99.1 FM, Sun FM 91.3 in Mary.
Sun FM 91.9 Zip 96.3 FM, thank you.
Spin 95.3 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM.
We also want to thank FM News, ADM TV, Air TV, and all our online platforms that are present.
Many thanks to everyone who's been listening in on this program tonight.
I will be sincerely creativity. My name is Stan, but thank you and God bless you.
I am Chinese
On the press, thank you for joining. My people, dear who joined from their homes, thank you for being part of this media chat for this month. I know that Nena Gabriel, she probably is not very happy that I didn't answer the question. But I need to make the point that once there is a rule, we have to fight it. So let me now bend over and answer you. You talked about my former chief press secretary. And your question was, why did I sack him? And my response is that I did not sack him. What we did was a reorganization. And every time you are given an appointment, it is not a permanent appointment. Even when an appointment is not permanent. In the next 4 years, the mandate you gave me will be over. The next 3 years, really, 1 year is gone. And I need to apply again, right?
Yes.
So, no appointment is permanent. So, the organizations happen, new blood is brought in, people get reassigned. So I was reading the reports of SARS, his chief press secretary. I say I didn't sack him. Okay? I hope I've answered your question. Somebody also said former commissioner for health. I think it was the video. I said no, we have not determined that that position has become vacant. I explained earlier that was a suspension pending the investigation that is going on. And only declared vacant when the report comes in and she's indicted. So if you were applying and celebrating, please stop celebrating, not all the I want to thank you for joining. I want to thank you for the support you are giving the government, and I want to encourage you to keep supporting this government because it's your government. Like I always say, you will always, you cannot, and that's why it's called democracy. Democracy is a system whereby the majority will have their way, but that doesn't take away the say of the minority. So people are free to air their opinions. But the important fact is that whenever you look at the system, you will find that 95% of the people are happy with what we're doing. And for me, that's what's most important. The insignificant 95% that are willing, they will continue willing. The best we can do for them is just to sympathize with them. And then for those of you who are more informed than me, you need to go back and find out where they are coming from. And you will find that the majority of them that are willing because the feeding bottle has been taken from their mouth. And I have news for them. That feeding bottle is gone forever. So they need to go and find another job they will do. If it is about the feeding bottle, we have even thrown it away. So if you think you get my attention by criticizing and manufacturing facts, I'm not even paying attention. So once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining this media chat, and I wish you a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
God bless you. Good night.